spirituality that is very often overlooked. It is very important to grasp, and that subject is magic and wonder. Around spirituality, we get so serious. And you can read the entire spiritual library at Barnes & Noble and online and study with every great teacher. But the truth is, what you're really looking for is that spark of life, of joy, of feeling alive. If we felt fully alive and in a state of celebration for being alive every single moment, we probably wouldn't seek spiritually, because we would be spiritual. We would be the frequency of spirituality. Now, that's not the kind of celebration, when we get a new car or a raise or, even a new partner, which can be very magic. It's the kind of celebration when we align with ourselves in a way that feels so good, and we feel so safe in the universe and so at home that we're able to relax our guard. We're able to soften the space, all that armor that we build around our heart, and soften those rigid pathways within the mind and the nervous system and the emotions in a way that allows us to see beyond, to see more. That's when magic happens. So let's talk about it. There's always two ways to approach something. What if you needed to know the scientific side of magic? Well, what magic really is when we witness phenomenon. It's phenomenon when we see something that is unusual or special. And I know that every single one of you has witnessed something in your life that was a phenomenon, unexplainable. Those moments of synchronicity when you pick up the phone and the person you're about to call is already there. Or when certain numbers keep showing up throughout your day, right? Phenomenon. But it can also be known as magic. Now, when we soften our view and start to allow ourselves to see and feel more, it's amazing what life will show us. And this very state, the same state that will allow you to see, for instance, that beautiful light phenomenon that I saw in the forest last week. It's on my Facebook page. That same ability, that opening to allow yourself to see more, is the same place within yourself that you go to align to spontaneous healing, to the things that are really important to our life, to emotional healing, to allowing yourself for mental balance and mental well-being. And so practicing alignment with magic and wonder is something that every single one of us needs to do every single day. I personally don't set my feet on the floor and begin my day until I have accessed that sensation of joy and wonder, of high frequency. This is my daily practice, among others, but it's the first thing I do every morning. And some days I wake up in that state, not as often as I would hope. And some days it takes me a minute, and some days it takes me a really long time. Some days it can actually take more than an hour to achieve that. But that's my dedication. That's my spiritual practice. So when my feet are on the floor and I look at myself in the mirror and I start my day and I make that first email and I prepare my first food, it's all done in the frequency of joy, of being aligned with my high self. Why are joy and being aligned with high self the same? Well, the highest frequency in the universe is joy. It's universal love. If you're experiencing universal love, you are in a state of joy. And if you are in a state of joy, you are an expression of universal love. When you are in either of those states, you are aligned with your high self, your authentic essence, your original expression, your soul self, what you came here to do and be. The goal that your soul had for this lifetime. No soul chooses to come into a lifetime to suffer. If there is suffering in the life, it's for the purpose of breaking through that suffering and returning to joy. So with that said, let's have some playfulness with our instruments today. I'm about to deliver a sound healing, so if you're not wearing headphones or earbuds, I highly recommend them. You know, I did a sound healing based on joy and magic earlier this week in the desert. And as I did it, it was amazing. There was the phenomenon of all these birds coming from nowhere to sing with me. And I'll post that. I'll be posting that on my YouTube and my Facebook later this week, as soon as we get some edits back from it. But it was remarkable, and I thought, oh, they're just waking up with the day. But the moment I stopped playing the instruments, they all became silent. They were really with me. It was a magic phenomenon, and that's what I wish for you. So go for the sparkle, go for the joy, go for the effervescence that feels like champagne bubbles inside of yourself. Go for it every day. with the expectation of witnessing magic, wonder, taking that breath that expands you back into this moment. This reality here on earth, with all the distractions of life surrounding you, externally and internally, and still you choose wonder. I hope you touched wonder. I hope you touched joy. I hope it resides in you like a blossoming flower. You know, when we become the flower, that which is so delicate, so gentle, we also become that which is so powerful in the beauty of inner strength. Now, I thank you so much for being here with me on this sound journey, a sound journey that was filled not only with the instruments, maybe the birds you heard outside, but also a jet, a car, a furnace. These are life. This is our life here. And so we integrate and we choose to become magic and joy and wonder, living alongside machines and politics. Be the flower that pushes up through the sidewalk. And I'll leave you on that note. If you'd like to find more sound healings like these, there are many on my YouTube channel at Shelly Reef, and you can find a number of different topics there. So please find me on Facebook and on YouTube, Instagram, Shelly Reef. And if you're interested in learning or owning for yourself any magical instruments to play, I would be happy to help you with those, and you can find me on shellyreef.com. Thank you so much, everyone. Many blessings. Have a beautiful, magical